Alright, so right here we have a second design Explorator species. So this has the first acrylic enclosure, and this guy is going to be tested with the shower head doing just under 7 liters per minute. And it's going to be positioned at a 45-degree angle at the artifact, and we're trying to see if it can survive the torrential rainfall. So it's kind of an emulation of the most intense rain environments it's going to experience when installed in situ. This artifact is designed for exhibition outdoors in natural environments like rainforests and deserts. Fantastic. So we have the water flowing now. What I'm going to do is I'm going to set a handy dandy stopwatch timer on my phone. I'm going to give this 10 minutes of exposure. And we're just going to wait and see what happens. Now, fortunately, I do expect us to observe some ingress on the bottom of the enclosure. Not that it's a problem for the design of the artifact, because what it ends up doing is just kind of cooling up below the battery, where the battery sits, the lead acid battery, which is not installed right now. But yeah, we'll see if that holds up. My other concern are the components that are on the top. As you can see, because the water cools up on this acrylic right here, it more or less just completely submerges those components of water. So if there's any sort of compromise in terms of the screws, the washers, that sort of stuff that we're using, it is unfortunately definitely going to give us some ingress from the top. I don't see any obvious cooling of water inside yet, which is good. This artifact, we have 3 main points of concern here. So our main point of concern is where this acrylic tube mates with these acrylic pieces down here. There's an O-ring in there that prevents water from going through, but sometimes that seal isn't quite perfect. Now, on the same side, we have the same deal happening right here. We have a stacked acrylic arrangement to replace the acrylic that's stacked up. And then they have silicone sealant in between them to make it into a solid plate. And then that is just slammed up against the acrylic tube. So with that, there is no O-ring. But we're kind of banking on the fact that water is not going to strain up in this direction and gravity is not going to be pulling it down, so we should be good. Now, the thing is that if this ends up not working, what I would like to do is flip the artifact upside down. So that would be my short-term solution. Sorry, I'm just kind of speaking out loud and brainstorming here, but yeah, my short-term solution is going to be, if I flip this entire thing upside down, if all of these controls are on the bottom, then it basically would only get a minor amount of splashing, because that's the only sort of water liquid that's happening there. And then I'll just kind of reposition it here. It's a different angle, different perspective. Oh, I do see water that is dripping in. So I'm going to pause the test. We're at 4 minutes now. And unfortunately, we just have water again that's going through these top components, I'm pretty sure. So I'm going to take a look. Alright, and then we're going to come from right, so it's coming from the top. Alright, I'm going to try to look at this. So turn off the sides here so I can get a better look. So it seems like either one of our unity floor components, or... Okay, so now I'm looking at right here. You can see... Yeah, so almost, no. Try to use my phone here. A little bit of extra light and see. If I can find the source of the ingress without taking. Seems like maybe right here. I don't know. It's for it. Yeah, my hunch is it's this guy. Just around the inside. Problem is that these seals can provide a problem. So what? Unfortunately, this is going to make it difficult to see. Like at the bottom, head ingress. I didn't notice it. Now there's water down there, obviously, but is that from leaking down there, or is that from leaking up here? I don't know. So, long story short. We've got some work to do with this guy. Alright, so trying to take a peek and figure out where that water ingress came from, that liquid ingress came from during our previous test. I'm using this Q-tip to find moisture. Okay, so I found some moisture on these wires right here. They lead up to the sucker. Now, I'm kind of swab around this component here and see if that's the source of our ingress. No, it's dry. So that moisture must have come from above it. Should come from this guy, so I'm going to swab him. It's dry. Alright, so this. Potentiometer here. Let's try. Okay, this is a little puzzling. I do see some moisture right there. There is a possibility that we are getting some ingress through our kind of seal here. So what I'm gonna do, it looks like there is a little bit of water. Oh yeah, up here. Yeah. Okay. Now this was my bad. There should be an O-ring that goes around the top there that was not installed for this exhibit for some stupid reason. So I'm gonna put this guy back together properly, and then we will check back and see where we're at.